So can we see some short-term weakness in the market, right? The Singapore Straits Times Index over the next few days or maybe over the next few weeks. Hey guys, Joey here, top tier reminder in Philip Securities and Chief Trainer at Trading Impossible, right? So, over the past few weeks, right, 2 to 3 weeks, we have seen a bit of bearishness coming back in the market, with the number of infected cases in the US starting to rise, and when the economy starts to open up around the world, we are seeing a surge in number of cases again. So there are talks about a second wave coming again, and a lot of companies are actually reporting their earnings, and most of these companies are reporting earnings below expectations. So that's why the market is seeing some signs of weakness. And over the past week, what happens is the US and China, all right, we are seeing an escalation of tensions, right, between these two countries over some of the trade issues, trade restrictions and all that. Right, I think one country is actually shutting down the embassy of another one. It's a tit for tat kind of approach, right? And that's where the market is taking a hit for that as well, right? So this is the STI as of the 28th of July 2020. So let's take a look at where we are for the market, and can we see more weakness? And if we do see more weakness, what are some of the levels, right, that you can potentially start to bargain hunt again, or probably enter some of the good blue chips counters like the banks, the properties, so that you can prepare for any potential rebound. This is what we'll be covering for the STI right now. Let's take a look at some of the key levels that you can potentially start to enter again. So before I move on, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, right? Give me a like so that it will help YouTube algorithm reach out to more people, and thank you so much for doing that, right? So this is STI right over here as of the 28th of July 2020. So we kind of closed at about 2575 just the day before, right? 2575. So let's take a look at where we are right now, right? So look at this, right? So you can see that in May, what happens is end of May, in June, we started to see a rebound from this really critical support level. Let me just zoom in for you right over here, and that critical support level is that 2,500 level. I did a video about 2 months back. I mentioned about this 2,500 critical support level, whereby we might start to see buyers coming in again. That's where we can potentially rebound. So in end of May, June, we started to see a rebound, all right, from this 2,005 all the way to about 2,800, right? And that's where the market started to sell out. So the reason for that rebound was, because of talks of the economies reopening up, and people are kind of like bullish, there's some bullish sentiment coming back on the markets, and that's why people started to ride on that. So the banks, the Singapore banks, the DBS, OCBC started to rise up as well, all right, and then profit taking started to happen. Okay, so look at this right over here. Look at this, the red line. This red line is the 100 days moving average. You can see that it's pretty much still sloping down, and this blue line, this 200 days moving average, is also sloping downwards. So in terms of the mid to longer term trend, I would say that the trend might still be down for now. All right, and look at this, the prices kind of like touched this red line, kind of like rejected this red line and pushed back down in June. All right, so we can see that the resistance is about 2008 and maybe about 2007, right, over the past 1 month to few weeks. All right, look at this right away. So we went down, consolidated, and we started to rebound again to about 2007, and that's where we are pretty much back down again. Okay, so you can see that this red line is sloping downwards, and prices are like kind of parallel to this red line, kind of like pushing lower and lower. Okay, so right now for STI, we are seeing a bit of support coming back around that 2,570 level, right? 2,570, 2,560, right around there, because you can see that in June, just last month, we kind of rebounded from that level and hit back towards that 2,007. All right, so this 2,560, 2,570 would be a temporary support, I would say, for now. All right, but just take note, if we do break down below that 2,570 or 2,560, then we can potentially see a trade back down for the entire market, all right, all the way back down to that critical 2,500 level. I mentioned about this 2,500 level. All right, and we can potentially hit to this 2,500 level before we start to see a bit of buying pressure coming back again, a bit of bargain hunting for some of the blue chips. All right, so this 2,500 level is critical for now. I think if you're looking to buy, you can potentially start to bargain hunt when prices approach this near 2,500 level. Right, that's where you can see a bit of rebound. All right, we might start to consolidate again. All right, buyers might start to come back again around 2,005. Potential rebound back to that 2,700 level. This would be, I would say, the consolidation range for now over the next few weeks or next month, probably about 2005 to 2007. It might go up and down, and we have to wait to see, how the economy turns out. And of course, we have to wait to see in terms of the number of infected cases around the world. Is it still coming down? Is there a vaccine being found? And all that. Of course, that would be a boost to the market. Alright, if any firm vaccine is found, trial tests are all being done, and it's a positive, that would be a good thing. It will be a catalyst for the market to push higher. But right now, alright, of course, there's still this COVID-19 situation is still here to stay over the next few months and maybe even next year until a vaccine is found. And that's why the market is still using an opportunity to sell off whenever there's any huge rebound. Right, so this is the STI right over here. We might potentially hit to 2005. Alright, that's where we can see a rebound. But just take note, guys, as I mentioned, the longer term trend, right, might still be down for STI. So if the STI were to break down, alright, below that 2005, you want to be careful, because if we do break down below that 2005, that's where we can see a retest of the next support towards the 2,400 level, and maybe even lower if that breaks down as well. Alright, so this is STI right over here, kind of close about 2575. So I hope you have taken note of some of the key levels for the STI, the Singapore Straits Times Index. So if you like this video, right, be sure to hit the subscribe button, right, hit the bell, alright, so that you will get a notification whenever any new videos on YouTube comes out, right. So go ahead to do that, right, click on the subscribe button if you have not done it, click on the bell, alright, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Joey here, take care.